Franklin Township. This is PJ Parker from the Franklin Reporter and Advocate, and I'm here tonight at Samudhra on Route 27 in Franklin Park with Jody Pont, who is the manager here. And we're here tonight to celebrate the very first indoor dining opening at the restaurant, which everyone is thrilled to be able to finally return to a little bit of normalcy. Jody and her staff have worked very, very hard to create a safe space inside. Everything is perfectly socially distant and beautifully coordinated. And we have, well, we'll see inside. There's a whole listing of COVID compatible, if I can talk, requirements, that's the word, for people to remain safe for themselves and their surrounding patrons. Anyway, Jody, tell us a little bit about how excited you are that this is happening.
I can't tell you, after COVID-19, when it impacted, the restaurants were shut down for takeouts and deliveries about March 16th. And today, September the 4th, we are allowed to open. Yeah, about on that. And you know, I'm really happy. I'm actually more happy to see more part of my team that were waiting, because with outdoor, I couldn't have so many people, because you know, you have to, you know, there's financially you have to calculate. Also, with a lot of team in the back, so safety-wise also you have to be calculative. So I'm really happy that I have more team coming back. Today indoors are open. We have again guidelines on that as well as we had for outdoor. So after following everything, rearranging the indoor, which was, you know, we have spanned it through in past, but today it's a little different. Again, you know, it's all for the safety and following the compliance. So I'm more than happy to do that. And we'll see, I'll show you how we have accommodated all the needs.
And Samudhra is one of the restaurants who took a situation that was all lemons and certainly turned it into a marvelous gourmet lemonade in this beautiful outdoor setting that when indoor was not available, Franklin, you now have this also beautiful outdoor patio cafe to call home for a wonderful Indian cuisine evening out. So Samudhra is one of the jewels now of Franklin Township, and we're thrilled that you're able to come back very, very strong, indoor and outdoor. So now we have the best of all worlds right here. So would we like to, we can pan to see exactly what the outdoor looks like, and we'll get a little closer to that as well. But if we could go inside.
Absolutely, absolutely. In these times that we have opened outdoor, people have been absolutely in love with the outdoor setup that we have, the energy, the ambience that we've created, and they were already loving the indoor. So we had to create something as at par with the indoor and outdoor. So I would say today that we nailed the outdoor. But again, the indoor needs more love. So let's bring that energy back in the indoor as well, to show our guests and patrons what they can expect when they come in, and what are the rules and regulations they have to follow. Because I think if both the guests and we follow the right things, we can create the safe environment, which is a very critical need of the hour.
Yes,
so, yeah.
And that keeps it going. That keeps it out there. That yes, we can continue to have an indoor presence in the restaurant community, which has just been so sorely absent.
Yes.
And so if we could maneuver in. So one thing I absolutely want to say, that what Samudhra has done and what so many other restaurants have done to accommodate their patrons is that they've accommodated their patrons. They've built a beautiful outdoor environment so that people would still be able to enjoy a wonderful summer evening with the ambiance that you spoke of. And actually had started inside, and now it has morphed outside. Now we're going back in again.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget to talk about the lounge. And I don't know what activities are permitted right now, or will be permitted, or what's available right now, but it's a beautiful evening spot where some of the most interesting beverage creations have come from. So, shall we?
Let's walk.
Okay.
Please.
Sorry we don't have Centovision, Franklin, but it's a treat for all of the senses here.
So the most important thing, again, whenever coming in the restaurant, the patrons have to wear a mask when they're walking in.
Perfect.
They have to keep their mask on from the time they're seated. It's a sit-down service. Whenever they want to walk out for any reason or walk to the restroom, mask on, which is very important. It's for the safety of all of us. The team of mine who are constantly working, they're really walking all the way from back out in till the outdoor.
Yes.
So just the face mask is something I would really tell guests. A lot of people forget it, or they don't feel good about what we tell. It's all in the good reason. So let's stick to that. And
Absolutely.
please.
I think most people are used to this being our new normal.
Yes.
That we need to just protect not only ourselves but our fellow guests, our fellow neighbors.
So with the limited seating that we have, yes, this is our lobby, and with the limited seating, we always promote to have reservations. That way you secure, you won't have a wait time, and we are able to rotate as well. Guidelines are right here. There is hand sanitization stations while we walk out, walk in, also a small one here. Last time I also had shown there's a QR code for takeout and a touchless menu, which is again a QR code for the indoor menu, and then QR code for payments where it's again touchless. So adapting to the new things and
Well, just touching, point on word. The touchless or contactless QR coding, which is quick response, if one hovers over with a smart device, the menu of Samudhra will pop up right on your phone or your iPad or whichever device that you have. Therefore, you don't have to touch a menu. You're touching your own device, your own iPad, your own phone. And it's just so interesting.
it is the new thing, more birth of a new thing that we have to adapt to. We do have paper menus for someone who's old school, someone who's not comfortable for any reason, maybe their phone is broken, it can be anything.
Of course.
We do have paper menus which are disposable, so after they use it, we just discard them up, so it's not reused again. So
Well,
that's
it's an economic benefit to you as well, that you're not wasting paper.
right. That is something that we try to, but there sometimes happens. Just one or two times it happens that they prefer to have a paper menu in that case. But other than that, guests have been really accommodating, and they adapt it pretty well because it's a smartphone world. So everybody loves it.
I know. You got
So
very
that
spoiled.
wasn't too hard. And other than that, again, same the signage and directing guests to
Socially
the
distant
Yeah.
as you walk through, and I see that the aisles have been defined.
Yep.
That one way goes
Restroom.
from right and
Yeah.
going toward the rear and vice versa. out.
Correct.
So please
So
lead us on.
let's go in there. And so I'll walk you into the bar and lounge.
Okay.
A lot of rules and regulations have changed, so we'll talk
And
as we
it's
walk.
just such a beautiful space.
It was only a short period of my life.
So this is now, we call this the
Hey there.
lounge.
So this is Samudhra Lounge, this is the bar. So here, we have to maintain a 6 feet distancing. We have chosen not to have too many people here. But if it's a party of 4 that is together in some kind of relation, like family or in some kind of relation, they can sit together. But nonetheless, we have tried to eliminate that because here we are unable to maintain as such a 6 feet distancing from my team. So if this is the side we have put in, we will be working on that as guests will get comfortable how it's the flow on this side. So it's going to be a more evolving process, but that's the guidelines. So again,
And you set this up just beautifully.
yes, we had to change. Again, it's adapting. Change is
But it doesn't
always a
look
new
like
norm.
you've had to accommodate. It looks like it's always been this way.
The guests, if they are having a good time, that's all that matters, and that's what I feel like we nailed it. So I see my guests over here; they're having a good time, and it feels a little empty, but I'm pretty sure soon it will be safe and sound. Whenever the guests, it's a comfort level. I am not. I mean, we've waited for 6 months. I don't mind waiting a little bit more as far as my guests are comfortable.
Of course.
We will do all in to make them comfortable, make them happy, but at the same time, it's really people that they feel good about coming indoors and having a good time.
And they always feel very satisfied when they walk out the door.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yes,
And you can see there's a super wide screen. How big is the screen actually?
oh, top of my head. It's been long. I haven't spoken about this. It's huge. huge. It's been long that I haven't spoken about the screen anymore. But yeah, we used to have games on there.
Sporting events.
Just music, sometimes sporting events, you know, if guests have requested they want to play something and we are able to, we are more than happy. Any news, breaking news, falling news, things like that happen, so we would try to play that for them. So we have to see how now the whole world revives and we can use this more. At this point in time, obviously, we wouldn't have any dance floor open here because again, it's a safety issue and it's a restriction as well. We can have events over here as far as the performing artist has a 10 feet distance from the patrons. Okay. So say if I was to have an event and the artist is here, we have to again change our setup so that there is a distance between the artist and then the guest.
I don't know if Franklin understood that. You are going to be having musical events here.
As a
and a varying
yes, so we in a few weeks back we had a stand-up comedy that was lined up outdoor, and people were really happy. They came in, the seating distance and guidelines was maintained, and it was people needed that because it's been like so many months that people have not gone out, they have not been able to enjoy or do things. So they were really excited when I told them I'm coming with a stand-up comedy. They were thrilled. Here, I would gauge in to see, you know, maybe because it's just started today, maybe a week or two to see how we're getting the footfall and everything. Because the artist needs an audience, and you know, it will happen eventually. But yes, I would love to have maybe live singing or again a stand-up comedy indoor. Because as you know, the bar and lounge, no underage kids or minors are allowed, so it's all adults only. So yeah, I mean, I think everybody needs a therapy right now at this point in time, and slowly we are getting there, and I'm pretty sure we will all be able to come out of this.
So these are some of the things that are on the way, Franklin. There's something we're little by little getting back to the normal that we established from the beginning. And now, even though we had so much adversity with all of this happening, look what you did outside. And we'll get to that, Franklin. We first wanted to explore the dining area.
As the weather is changing, you know, we are coming up with a fall drink menu. So my bar manager, Miss Emily Patterson, she's making some interesting mocktails and cocktails for fall menu. It's too early to announce, but we're working on it, so it's not finalized. And then I have another drink that I would like to try. We're going to try it out, but it's going to be something that I had while in my traveling life that I used to have before I moved in this beautiful country. It was in Germany that I had, where you have warm red wine. Ooh. So imagine it's nice cold weather outside, and you're sipping on some nice warm wine. So that is something I'm working on. Let's see how we are able to get it on the table.
Evolution of the creativity.
Yes, something that I would like to bring in. It will be a seasonal drink just for the winters. Let's see how it works out. Well, let's go to the dining area.
While it's still summertime.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the dining area. This is the main dining area.
This is the main dining area. Obviously, the reservations, you know, the compliance is party of 8 restriction. But if it's from the same household, you can accommodate. But we will try to curb it down. Because, and we want to spread it out. The idea that I have briefed my team is try to spread it out. That's the beauty when you have reservations. We can be well planned. When you have reservations, then the host is able to think in. Then if she's assigned a table here, the next one she can give it there. So more than 6 feet. So it's more secure. You know, it's not we want to stop at what is given. If we can do something better than that, why not? So we would try to spread it down. If it's full with the given guidelines, we have tried to achieve that. That's another thing. But if it's light load or something, I would like to make my guests more comfortable. So like you see, there's a table here, and
this is a whole separate room.
It's part of it, but we used to. They used to be back in time pre-COVID era, I say. We used to use that for bigger reservations so that they have their own space. For now, we have to go with the beat how it goes because bigger reservations. People have to see how they want to be comfortable to coming out in bigger groups. But we still have to maintain, we have to still separate them out 6 feet, more than 8.
6 feet, yes, that's the norm everywhere.
Yep.
And you've done that beautifully. It looks as if it had been always like this.
Yes, I mean, I think it's the way it's created. No matter what combinations we put, it still looks beautiful.
It does.
So as I was showing the QR code, again we have, that's the indoor dining QR code. I mean, it's the dining QR code. So that's what the guests would use their smartphones, open the camera, hover around the QR code. There's a drop down of the menu, and then it brings you down to the menu page where there's your drinks and your food. So the guests would have after the tables, every table rotation whenever the guest leaves, everything from here, right from the placemat, everything goes back to get sanitized, cleaned up. Even the touchless menu gets sanitized. The chairs, everything you have to sanitize. Yeah, so sometimes now that gives, if there's a table waiting or they have a reservation, guests have been nice. They have patience, they wait because we need to take good time and care to do sanitization. So people have been understanding on that part. They are okay to give another 5 minutes extra to us so that we are able to do a better job, and a good job always before it dies.
I think everybody is more than understanding about this because everyone is in the same boat right across the board. That sanitary conditions have to take precedence.
Yes.
Sanitary and of course masks and the distancing factor. We happen to be doing very well in Franklin Township.
Yes.
And we'd like to keep it that way.
Absolutely.
So this is a baby step back from our state government that wanted to be able to capture for restaurants such as yours the fact that this is Labor Day weekend. And this is a perfect time for people to be able to express themselves through culinary delight right here at Samudhra. But within the guidelines. I think if everyone pays attention to that, we'll be good. So I would love to show off the outside.
The outdoor again.
Yes, shall we?
Alrighty.
That's one of my favorite spaces. And all of this beautiful architecture. Now this was designed by
Mangesh, the owner, completely every bit or every piece that you see over here, from the flooring to the LED candles, what would go, these chandeliers, everything, absolutely. And even the outdoor, every little bit in the outdoor is his find. And it was a struggle because when it was announced to open the outdoor, initially we were not planning because we knew that if Mangesh should do it, it would do an amazing job. But then, when it was cancelled at the last minute, then we decided to go over with our outdoor seating. But we couldn't find the chairs or couldn't find the tables. Mangesh would be up like late night and try to find it out where we could get it. And he actually himself went in to get the whole order set up done and get it delivered. So he's really involved in every aspect, right from the food till any reviews, any criticism. It cannot be ever 10 on 10, but we are always open to getting constructive criticism, work on it. He would ask me, Jyoti, what happened with this table? What went wrong? It's not one of those businesses where, okay, we got our sales, we don't really care. We do. We want to be here forever. So for that reason, we need to know what the guests want as well. It's not just about us. It's about both the relationship. So he's very involved as a boss, as an owner. And let's go outside because that's my favorite part as well. Alright, so again, as you see the sanitizing station, reminder for guests that when they walk out, a little bit of that, magic rub.
Social compliance, COVID compliant. And this is the outdoor at Samudhra. Now, we're officially calling this the patio.
Yeah, we're officially calling this as the patio. As you see, we have again these set up right under the covered space, which really has been helpful for us during the rain times. Yeah, we are able to salvage some tables because when it rains, this all gets drenched, so can't use that. But at least I have something that I can be grateful about. And then we have this pergola, beautiful setup with this lights, which is my favorite part.
It's just all put together casually but elegantly.
Yeah.
In a way that you just feel so comfortable when you come here.
Absolutely. As you see the umbrella set up, daytime is a bit of sun, but again, there are some vitamin D lovers. And the funny thing is when we had, this used to feel very dark in the night under the umbrella, and I went and told Mangesh, and then he found these lights, which I funnily call them UFO lights because they look like UFO to me. But even the guests have been like flabbergasted when they say, where did you find this? And I was like, this is my boss. He will keep on finding.
He'll scour the universe.
Yeah, he will. He doesn't leave it. So yeah, the outdoor has.
I love the umbrellas at night.
Yes.
I don't like when they're all closed up.
Yeah.
That's part of the charm.
It is.
It's sitting under that little protected corner space.
so far the guests have been happy and I'm happy. So yeah, so we have this different setup, and if it's again a party of 8 reservations, we try to mix and match, or a bigger reservation, 6 feet distance, and we inform the guests that this is how you sit before they don't come in with disappointment. But we make them understand that, you know what, we are trying to do the best. We want you to have good time. At the same time, we have to follow what is being stated. And they have been really good. So far, pretty good. Everything is nice.
For the one person in Franklin who may not know what type of food you serve here.
Alright, so our cuisine is Indian, and I wouldn't like to tag it any region, but our cuisine is south part of India and north part of India. The menu is very unique. There are a lot of Indian restaurants in and around, but our menu is a bit unique because Mangesh has chosen the best of the best from that region. There are some classic dishes which you would go to an Indian restaurant, you will find always, like the malai kofta or the samosas. These are the aloo tikki. These are the classic one. But we have palak chaat, which is people's favorite. Like it's the fried spinach leaves, which are dipped in batter and fried, so they're nice and crispy. You have that, and you love it too. You drizzle yogurt on it, and then you put some sweet chutney, which is another sauce, a tamarind-based sauce, and then some pomegranate. So it's a very crunchy, nice chaat sort of a thing, which people always find innovative because not many restaurants offer that. It's a fusion item though.
Yes.
And then our biryanis, you know, we have some guests who are repeat, and we have evolved a lot on our food.
Biryani.
Yeah, the biryani. We take the pride. So that's a rice. So that's a rice that can be in 2 types we offer. One is with the chicken and one is with goat. So the technique of its cooking, it's cooked in the pressure, so it's closed lid cooking, and the right amount of Mangesh has nailed the recipe for it. So I always actually our biryani sales have been going up. Guests have been in love with that.
Wow.
Yeah, and so yeah, our biryanis. So it's a rice and a lot of herbs. Chicken cooked, marinated and cooked together. So chicken is marinated first, and then the technique of it with rice and chicken layered up and cooked. A little saffron in it, a little mint in it. That aromatic flavoring that brings the life. The guests are really loving it.
And I do wish again that we had Cento Vision, because the aromas that are wafting through the air.
Yeah.
Going to melt my mouth.
Yeah, and it's so good. That is, and then we have a lal mas gosht, which is a Rajasthani dish. Very spicy. Cannot make it less spicy. It is a spicy dish. We serve it as spicy dish. So people who have less tolerance, I wouldn't recommend them. The paneer dishes, people love it because the paneer is made here. It's very tender, moist. Quality is different. So we always try to nail the quality. The end result is always the best.
Yes.
So we always start from the good quality products.
Yes, I wanted to elaborate on that, in that I know that you import fresh spices.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And you grind them here.
The turmeric, the red chili powder and stuff like this, it comes from India. So what we do is we have this particular chilies. We have different breeds in chilies as well. So we have those seasoned dried over there. And whenever we need it, based on our anticipation of our requirement, now with the over a year span, we know that how much we go through. We get it ordered, and then they grind it down, and then it's shipped over here. So the flavors that it gives versus having a pre-packed that has been sitting for I don't know how long, it does make a difference. It does.
Absolutely.
It does, yeah. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. In a wonderfully different way. Tell me, what are the hours? And are the hours the same for outdoor as well as indoor?
So a little bit of tweaking. So Monday to Thursday, it's 11:30 till 11:30 to 11:30 in the night. The kitchen does close an hour prior, so the last order has to go an hour and a half, because then they will start
So by
making
10
it up.
o'clock, you may still linger here till
Yes,
11:30.
you have the drink. The bar is open.
Okay.
The bar is open till 11:30. The food, as far as is concerned, would stop after.
You place your order by 10 o'clock for an 11:30 close.
Yes. So in the morning, 11:30 till 3:30, we offer thalis, which is a big platter, and it's a valuable meal. So you have your rice, you have your lentil, you have your curries in there. We offer 2 curry, 1 dry vegetable, your lentil, your dessert, your appetizer is in there. You get your plain rice, fresh made yogurt, chutney, which is again a sauce, and then you get your choice of naan between plain and butter naan. So
And
it's
naan is flatbread.
flatbread made in the clay oven. So That is what we offer from 11:30 to 3:30. There's 3 thalis, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, seafood, and that's offered till 3:30. And then from 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock, the food service slows down because the chefs goes on the rest. Bar has happy hour going on right from 11:30 till 6. So guests who come in,
you could be very happy all day.
Yeah, you can be happy. So yeah, you can come in and enjoy. There's a limited menu that we offer from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That can be offered with minimum staff at the back. And then the evening service is all a la carte. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we close at 12:30. So again, the kitchen would close at 11, so the last order should go out at 10:30. But the guests can enjoy their drink or something. The servers, my team would go to the tables which are active, ask them if they want to place an order, have that arranged, but they can certainly enjoy the drink.
And now that you have virtually 3 different spaces for people to come to enjoy their meals here, out on the patio, inside in the dining area, and then maybe sit at the bar or in the lounge area. So it's a very diversified space.
Absolutely. Now there are 3 areas. It does make me nervous, but also happy. But it's the first day. I will adapt to it because 3 sections. I didn't know how many servers should I have. I didn't want to be overcrowding. But it's going good so far. All smooth. People are enjoying their time, and
It's really interesting how it appears to have unfolded universally in creating a different normal. In that you've created this beautiful space that you probably would not have embarked upon to accommodate your patrons. But here, now look what you have.
I'm telling you, it's completely different. We didn't expect this thing before March, and we have it. And I always have, I get really smiles when I see my regular guests coming in very often. As I see right there, the gentleman who comes here with his family so often. And I had quite a few familiar faces in the guest. I actually got a reservation today, and the guest was like, my last meal was with Samudhra on March 15, and mine we close on March 16, and he has his reservation for, I believe, on Sunday. That is will be his opening dinner or lunch service after this whole span where they didn't go out. Hi ma'am, how are you? Good to see you after a long time. Perfect, I'll join you.
What a testimonial.
Yes, it is.
Now, again, just to clarify, the hours are the same for outside as well as inside?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And if somebody wants to make a reservation, do they call? Do they go online?
Online is good. They can straight up go to our website, which is www.samudhra, SAMUDHRA.com. So that's the website they can go. They can make the reservation. We have modified the reservation online where they can choose where they want to sit. Where they can choose which area they want to sit. In the bar, we don't allow minors, so that does give them a pop-up saying it's adult only. So they know aware about it. And if they want to make their phone reservations, it's 732-369-9942. They call up and make a reservation with us.
And also, I know you're still doing the takeout and the pickup and the phone ordering.
So we have our own delivery, so they can again go on our website, that is www.samudhra.com, and they can place an order for delivery, or they can use DoorDash, or we are coming up with Uber Eats. It's not active yet. We are working on it. All the things have been done. The system is being constructed. Integration is getting done. So Uber Eats will be there soon. So looking forward to with the partnership with Uber Eats, DoorDash, our own delivery, and having guests always. That's where I have the most fun time.
This is what is the salient part of Samudhra. This beautiful outdoor space, the beautiful indoor dining, the lounge area, where people can truly dine in casual elegance.
So we have different experience, whatever they want. We will provide outdoor, indoor, bar, peppy.
And it's been so much fun to watch you grow.
Yes, it's been a ride. For a year-old baby, Samudhra, it's been quite a ride, but it's been fun. It's always a learning curve, and we are all in this together. We all will come out together. It's just, Mangesh says that, don't give hope. We cannot step back so easily. We have put in a heart and soul, and we are not stepping back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen and children of Franklin, Samudhra also never missed an opportunity during this pandemic to give back to the community as well. And we were in here one very, very early morning where every table that was able to be filled with individual portions for hospitals.
Yes, we had 300 meals.
Healthcare workers, first Saunders, and you kept doing that.
Yes.
So it's so important, Franklin, to support a restaurant such as Samudhra in the community, who so readily, when their clientele was down, still found a way to give to the Franklin and surrounding community. So please take advantage of this beautiful space, the wonderful food, and the hospitality of Joe DuPont, Mangesh Chintamanini, and their wonderful staff in this beautiful environment. This is PJ Parker saying thank you so much, Samudhra, and thank you, Franklin, for tuning in. Come see them. We have the website and the phone number information, and we will see you guys.
Thank you, everyone.